Welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this is Lego Extra. Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to be exploring this space in behind the Ferris wheel and the empty lot left behind by the fairground mixer. So why is it that the fairground mixer left? Well, we can tell you in this episode, the reason they left is because of this. The roller coaster is coming to town, and it has been welcomed with open arms. Of course, that was the last straw for the fairground mixer. They wanted exclusivity, and they didn't get it. Normally, I would show you a preview build of the roller coaster, but because of the size of this guy, I can't do it in this episode. So here it is, the roller coaster in all its glory. We start with the sign out front, which is quite nice, and we'll jump to the ticket booth, which is actually attached to the track. The track runs right over top of it. And then in the back, we've got this little juice bar here, and a few different minifigs wandering around. And this guy's taking his money up to the cotton candy vendor, which his kid has already got a load there. There's two different sets of cars that come with the set, light blue and a dark blue. The light blue is on the track. This guy's a little terrified, very terrified actually. And then it goes around and goes all the way up to the top where you're instructed not to stand up, and then it drops down hard. Let's take a look at it running. We head up to the very, very tippy top of it, and then release. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's really good. I love it. Now, what I don't love about this is the new engine that it's running on. The new battery-operated engine that runs this particular thing. It's called the Power It Up system, and you have to get an app to actually make it work. That's right. You can't just go down there and push a little button in order to start the process running. You can't do that anymore. You've got to get an app, and then you've got to set up a little program in order to get it running, and I hate it. It's the worst app I have ever seen, and I've seen a lot of apps. I mean, an example of that is the way the app runs. You can't minimize it. So if you're getting your little coaster going and you're watching it thinking, I should videotape this, you can't do that because as soon as you minimize the app, it turns it off. But I don't want that to spoil the build, because the build is very good. You actually don't get the engine with the build. You've got to buy that separately. And it runs on a crank, so you can do it without the engine. And as you can see by the coverage here, there's all sorts of great little things. I love the little mini map of the area there. Lots of great details. 3 vendors, a couple of trains, different color trains, and it really is a good build. I'm quite happy with it. Now, I need to bring up something that I'm kind of dreading doing. I have to slow down the production of Lego Extra quite a bit. It'll probably only be coming out maybe once a month or something like that. Maybe a little more often, but I have to slow it down quite a bit because, as I mentioned in the very first episode, I'm not able to compete with some of these YouTubers who have, let's just say, more resources at their disposal to be putting toward their builds. I just don't have that, so that's fine. I am going to keep working on this. I'm going to keep adding to it. I'm excited to do that. So I will continue to put out the episodes. It'll just be less frequently. So yeah, that brings a conclusion to this particular episode. In the next episode, we're going to get into the corner garage. But until then, happy Legoing, and we'll meet back here for the next edition to Nutsville. Until then, see you later.